What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on NIO ticker. And on today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news that might drive the price of this company. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Moomoo valued up to $7,000, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account and deposit as little as $1. This is guaranteed free money. Full details you can see on the screen right now. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here when we were at the price point of about $26.92, and I've told you that we have this falling bullish wedge as our pattern at that point, and I've told you that we should hold it, and this was the potential path of the price in order to hit the golden pocket range and in order to have this range as our main accumulation point for the long term with this company. But as you can see, the price broke this range to the downside, and we have two possibilities. First of all, we might have this pattern as invalidated pattern, and it doesn't work for now for this asset. And the second option is that we might put this line right here and connect these bottoms, the swing lows of the price action. And if this range holds, in this case we still have this pattern, but our pattern has much lower range that it might hit right before it will have a trend reversal. So we have to be cautious in this case. And I will show you what should we expect next from the price in my technical analysis, but for now let's continue with the fundamental news. So first of all, let me show you why we have this massive sell-off. And here is the article that was published on January 24th, and it says, why did NIO stock fall today? EV stocks are under pressure in valuation reset. And let me quote you this. NIO is off 10.13% amid having selling pressure in the EV sector with a general risk of vibe from investors on tech stocks, high PE names and cryptocurrencies in play. In particular, high growth companies that are not profitable yet are being hard hit. NIO is trading sharply lower along with sector peers like Arrival, Too Simple, Central Electric Group, Proterra, Archimoto, Lordstown Motors and Workhorse Group. And also NIO trades below its 50-day, 100-day and 200-day moving average. And let me show you that NIO doesn't have any profits yet. They have losses of about $1.53 billion. And that's why, despite of the overall good numbers, good fundamental numbers of this company, a lot of investors just got rid of their position in order to enter the position with the value stock during this harsh time on the markets. And that is why we have to be cautious with these type of stocks. On top of that, we have recent news that was published just several hours ago, and we all know that Federal Reserve is the major market mover for now, and that's why everybody anticipated the results of their latest meeting. And let me quote you this article. It was published just several hours ago, and it says, Federal Reserve points to interest rate hike coming in March. And here are three key points. The Federal Reserve on Wednesday provided the clearest hint yet that it could start raising interest rates as soon as March. With inflation well above 2% and a strong labor market, the committee expects it will soon be appropriate to raise the target range for the federal funds rate, the central bank said in a statement that concluded its two-day meeting this week. Federal Chairman Jerome Powell said asset purchases also are likely to halt in March, and the central bank released a paper outlining principles to start significantly reducing the bond holdings on its balance sheet without indicating a specific time frame. And let me show you right here. In a move that came as little surprise, the Fed's policymaking group said a quarter percentage point increase to its benchmark short-term borrowing rate is likely forthcoming. It would be the first rise since December 2018. Chairman Jerome Powell added that the Fed could move on in aggressive path. And this means not only the 0.25% increase might be added to the interest rate in March, but also we might see higher increase in this rate. And that's why we have to be cautious in March. And let me show you that next meeting will be on 15th and 16th of March. And by this date, we are pretty much in safe territory, because on a greater scale, we won't have any major bad news related to Federal Reserve and to potential negative impact on the market. That's why, in my opinion, we have about 1 or 1.5 months of a short-term bull market. And that's why we have to benefit from this market. So let me show you next news directly related to NIO, and we are on cnvpost.com, and this article was published on January 26th, and it's titled NIO reportedly considering secondary listing in Singapore. And the subtitle is: with its Hong Kong listing plans in limbo, NIO has begun considering a Singapore listing, but it won't abandon its Hong Kong plans entirely, according to IFR. And let me quote you this. NIO is considering a secondary listing in Singapore as early as this year, as it plans to list in Hong Kong face regulatory scrutiny, IFR said today, citing people familiar with the matter. Based on NIO's market capitalization of $37.8 billion on Tuesday, the move could rise about $1.9 billion, assuming the company would sell up to 5% of its shares, according to the report. And I have to say that they already have on their balance sheet about $6.73 billion, according to this data. But if I remember it right, they added to this number about $1.3 billion at the end of 2021. And they have about $7.5 billion, at least $7.5 billion on their balance sheet. On top of that, if this listing will take place, they will add it about $1.9 billion to this amount. And this means they will have almost $10 billion on their balance sheet. And definitely we will see some stock dilution in this process, and that's why we have to be prepared for this. But all in all, they have to have enough money to stay in line with their plans to heavily expand on the new markets. And definitely it is the European market and the North American market. So I think it is quite good decision in the long term, but in the short term we have to be prepared for harsh price action. And let me show you next article that was published on January 24th, and it says Gusheng Securities initiates coverage on NIO with buy rating and $50 price target. The team said NIO is a first mover in the premium electric vehicle market and is bullish on its potential for intelligence and the expansion of its user base with lower priced products. And let me show you that the price target of $50 implies about 83% of upside potential for this company. On top of that, let me show you that other ratings from TipRank's website also shows the huge upside potential for this company. And the lowest price target is $37.7 and the highest is $87. And even to the average price of $59.46, this asset has more than 162% of upside potential from its current price. That's why this asset is still very attractive, but we have to be extremely cautious with the upcoming price action. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, as usual, we have two major approaches. First approach is if you want to add your position as a swing trader and want to catch some bounces, you have to rely on indicators on daily time frame and on 4 hours time frame as well. And in this case, as you can see right here, we have on the one hand a bullish divergence because we have lower lows on the price action with the higher, as you can see, lower lows on the price action with the higher lows on our side. But on the other hand, we have this pattern on our side that is not so bullish. It is a bearish flag, and if I make this channel like this, potentially we have this channel that usually breaks to the downside, and this breakout will indicate lower prices. That's why for now I don't encourage you to enter your swing trade position until we won't see higher highs and higher lows on a 4 hours time frame, because it doesn't have enough confirmation of next leg to the upside. But if you want to invest in this asset in the long term has extremely high potential, and that's why you can add your position on every daily red candle. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. When I will have more confirmation of next trend, I will do another update to project some short-term and medium-term targets for this asset. But for now, if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!